इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Dheeraj, for playing the corporate video Franchise India, which truly depicts the kind of the vision we follow every day. Franchise India is aimed to take all initiatives that helps our brands as well as our investors. Franchise India, the first company to introduce and develop franchise market in India. We completely focus on franchise ecosystem. No one sells more business than us. We truly claim this because we have served more than 4,000 brands and we have helped 40,000 investors in getting the dream and the right selection of franchise from us. We truly believe in true partnership between brands and investors, and we welcome each and every participant to 118th episode of Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. The series, an initiative which we took 7 months back to provide and represent the brand of the day. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, along with our second panel member, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. They will be sharing their advice, their suggestions, and word of caution with each one of us. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today. And we are representing the brand of the day, Lock and Scape, a complete entertainment hub opportunity with 50 different themes. It was conceptualized in London, Dubai, and Budapest. The brand operates their first physical center in Hyderabad in 2018. And in no time, they became Hyderabad's favorite and top rated entertainment company. It's an ideal place for your friends, family, and corporate teams. Brand is the first company in India to provide one of its kind experience through their virtual escape rooms with live game streaming. And it is our privilege to invite and welcome Miss Sandhya along with Mr. Jay, both are director at the brand, along with their team member Sufyan, who's a marketing and franchise head. If I talk about Sandhya and Jay, they enjoy their base in UK. However, as an Indian, they wanted to start their entrepreneurial journey in India. Hence, they started their operation in India. They enjoy rich corporate experience and they follow strict discipline in life. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today. Over to you, Jay, to talk about your great brand.
Thank you very much, Archana. I'd like to greetings everyone. Jay from Lock and Escape. I'm gonna not share anything at the start. I'm gonna give you a little brief and then we'll take you through a video and then to my PPT. So what I want to first explain to you is what actual an escape room is. So everyone gets a feel of what escape room is. An escape room is a concept that came about from a video game in 2007. from Japan. Since 2011, it was invented in as a physical center in Europe. What happened is they made it physically where a group of players go into a room. They get locked in a themed room. A themed room can be anything. It could be a horror room. It could be a treasure room. It could be a president's room. It could be a anything, a magician's room. Is a themed room. In this room, there is loads of puzzles and riddles, all hidden. You have to find them in a group by working in a team, and you will have to solve it. The one puzzle will lead you to another. And if you do this whole puzzle in the correct sequence, you'll be able to escape. But that's not the end of it. You have to escape this in 60 minutes. So that's our physical center, physical escape room. Now we brought out a new venture in during the lockdown, where we wanted to still keep in touch with our customers. We bought virtual escape room. The way that works is through Zoom. Group of people come in on Zoom, meets our live game masters. This is one added benefit that we have, is you meet our live game master, which gives you an enhanced experience. They make sure every single participant that attend has fun. We've had 100% positive reviews, and you see loads of challenges and puzzles, and the game master takes you through the game and takes you through what needs to be done. And you have to solve the answers and then work in a team and then tell the answer to the game master, and they take you through. That was virtual. We thought, why leave our physical on its own? So we thought, well, let's bring the physical room as virtual concept as well. So what we brought out is we live stream our physical room through Zoom, and there is a game host and a game guide. Game guide is inside the room with a camera strapped on him, and the players have to tell the game guide what to do, where to go left, go right, open this and that, and they do it for you. And you have to escape the game guide in 60 minutes. The game host will take you through the dashboard. The dashboard is there, which will give you the 360-degree view of the room and an inventory. When you find something that's important in the escape room, you tell the game host, add this to my inventory. I may need it later, you add it on. So it's a new concept. It's worked very well all over the world. And the best part of live streaming is you can focus on customer, not just in one city, but all over the world. You can be in US and you can dial into Zoom and play our physical escape room through live streaming. So taking that, I'm going to give you our first video, and then I will take you through our concept. So that was the initial concept. So I'll just take you through our slides. I'll just go on to slides. Give me a second. So I'll give you a brief history of what we are and where we came from. So this whole concept was conceptualized in London, Dubai, Budapest. We're from UK. Before we started this concept, me and Sandhya, we used to travel all over the world, and we used to be foodies. We used to like our food. All right. And we used to investigate food all over the world. But then we found this new passion of escape rooms. So we used to play escape rooms all over the world. And we wanted to do something, and our vision is always been go back to our roots in India and start something in India and expand from India all over the world. And this is where we decided from London, we took a trip first to India. We visited 10 cities in 2 weeks and looked at demographics, how escape rooms will be received in India. We got some very positive response. We played escape rooms in India to compare how escape rooms in India compared to the international ones that we've played. We are design partners. We collaborated with many design partners in Budapest, which is where the physical escape rooms actually started from. So we've actually, what we did with escape rooms in Lock and Escape is we've combined all the experience that we've had all over the world, and we've put them in Lock and Escape. What could be done better? What could be done the best? We put them in Lock and Escape. Taking that in mind, in 2018, we decided to open our first center in Hyderabad, where we have 6 live escape rooms and a cafe. Because as I said, we are foodies as well, so we want to combine the 2 concepts together. This was well received in Hyderabad. We are now the top rated escape room company in Hyderabad with 513 reviews in a very less amount of time and still 4.9 rated. Because we take pride in our customer service. We make sure that every single customer that comes through to us has a great time, has an innovative time. It's ideal. Our customers are friends, families, corporates, tourists, gaming enthusiasts. We have more than 70 different themes. Right now, we have the 6 themes that are already constructed in Hyderabad. We have 70 different designs. We also make custom-made designs. Now, you can say, what is custom-made design? So if you like a film, I'll give you an example. I'm an Avengers fan. So what I did, I made one of the rooms that's in Hyderabad right now, which is Quest for the Incredible Stones. Instead of the Infinity Stones, you got to look for the Incredible Stones. And instead of defeating Thanos, you've got to defeat Stratos. So this is where it's well received all over Hyderabad. We've got good reviews for Quest for Incredible Stones. So we've got 70 different themes already available, and you can tell us if you've got specific requirement, we'll make that theme for you. We, as I said to you, we've went all over the world. We've made sure that the escape rooms that we have are best in class and most immersive. We put added puzzles in our escape rooms that gives it more of an immersive feel, different, never been seen again. And we can put that in any escape room. We have done it for physical and virtual. Now, as Archana also mentioned, that we are the first company since the pandemic happened for a virtual escape room experience, but with live game masters. Now, anyone can put in a virtual escape room with putting codes in and putting riddles in, putting answers in and taking you forward. We feel, and this is what we got from my experience with our international partners, if you have live game masters in your virtual escape rooms, you will give that experience to your customers. You will give that feel. That's why most of our customers, actually all our customers, have given us positive reviews. We've hosted more than 12,000 customers all over India and all over the world for virtual escape rooms, and all of them have given us positive reviews. Now, as I said to you, for physical escape room, before the lockdown is different. Now, physical escape rooms can be played anywhere in the world with our live streaming option, which means your revenue just shoots up because you're not just localized in one city, you can market to all over India. These are some of our pictures of our physical escape rooms in Hyderabad. I will also give you right now, I'm going to start with our virtual concept. Let me give you a short video of our virtual escape room.
amazing. Great. We thoroughly enjoyed the whole journey. I'm happy that we could do. Really, it was really fun. Amazing. Amazing. We loved it. It was fun. It was so good. I think we should play all of these. Nice. It was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah. It was challenging. It was fun. I'm glad. Thank you so much. This was great. It was so much fun. It was really well made. That was really good. How did you find it? That was so fun. Actually, yes.
So that was a glimpse of our virtual escape room. And also you heard our customers that we have from all over the world. Now, with the virtual escape room, we have currently 4 virtual escape rooms. We've got the Curse of the Ancient Tomb. We've got Lost Treasure of the Enchanted Forest, the Haunted House, the Forbidden Potion. As I said to you, we still got more than 70 design and custom made designs. Now, this is the best part of virtual escape rooms. You don't need an area. You don't need a physical center. You can work remotely. You can have your game master remotely. You don't have a headache of rent, bills, anything. You can operate. You can start this. You can start the process very easily. Very low investment. You can normally we recommend 3 virtual escape rooms because then you can get these 3 virtual escape rooms played parallel. That means added revenue. You can do 1 virtual escape rooms. We are open to that. You can increase at a later stage if you want. But we say if you have higher numbers of virtual escape room, the more revenue you make and decrease your payback period. Virtual escape rooms are one thing that when we came out with it, we realized that we don't need to just stay in Hyderabad. We can go all over India. We've got customers from Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Calcutta, Ranchi, all over India. In fact, we've got customers internationally from US, UK, Korea, Singapore, Australia, everywhere right now. We also host corporates. Corporates right now, escape rooms are looking, corporates look for these activities because it's a brain activity and it forces group to work in a team. So corporates really look for this to get their employees engaged, as corporates are not coming out in offices good part of next year. So we have hosted around right now to this date, we've hosted 1,000 employees of Genpack. We are soon to host 15,000 employees of Genpack. We've hosted 1,000 employees, more than 1,000 employees of EPAM Technology, Quora, LinkedIn, Asia Pacific, DE Show, Amazon, Ryan, Novo Nordics. So basically the scope is immense. And we also now hosted Roundtable India from Ranchi, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Rotary clubs in different parts of India, BNI from all over India, social clubs like Elite Sangam, AFC Galaxy, Ladies Club India. So we've had a very good response and we really feel virtual escape room is a new way to go. And I will now say, as I said, it's a very low operational cost. It's got no rentals, anything. You just need to manage the game masters, which you remotely. And we have a full operational manual to operate this very easily. Now I'm going to take you through our physical escape room. If you just give me 1 second, there is one more video that I'll take you through. Sorry, I think I've made a mistake. Excuse me. Sorry, I have, there's some technical error here. Okay, got it sorted. 1 second.
Very good. So, wow. Okay, okay. So we really like the whole experience. It was a new experience for us. Amazing. Yeah, really nice. Thank you. And also doing it with my friends was so much fun. Thank you so much, Dr. Nestle.
So that was our physical escape rooms. I'll just go back to the slides. So for physical escape rooms, you saw our customers there. They are virtual for live streaming and also physically at the center in Hyderabad. Low investment and high returns. The ticket size is much higher with physical escape rooms than virtual escape rooms. That's why you get your returns much higher. More escape rooms, we offer 3 minimum escape rooms. You can add a cafe in it or not. Right now, our Hyderabad center has a cafe in it where we realize it's an added revenue source. You attract a lot of birthday parties and in a short amount of time, you can increase your revenue and decrease your payback period. As I said, with physical escape rooms, you can now focus on all over the world with our virtual live streaming. We have a state-of-the-art dashboard where you can see the 360-degree view, inventory list, and we have a full operational manual to operate this with our physical center. Now, if you have a physical area right now in a prime area, then this is the best option for you because you won't have the headache of rental, but you will make a lot of money in a short amount of time. It's the best option for you if you have an area already and you can go with it directly. Even if you don't, we also help with selecting the best area possible for you. Now going to the 70 themes that I told you about. More than 70 themes I have where I can, we can make it available, readily available. This is just few of them. We have more than 70. We're ready to go through them with you and you can pick for them. We also make custom make. So if you like something, you want a concept, we will make it for you. These are some of our reviews for our virtual escape room where we take a snapshot after their game. Really enjoyed the session. It was fun and engaging. Most important, the game master was involved throughout the activity and ensured that we all have fun together. Thanks a lot. So this is where I was saying the added benefit of this virtual escape room with a live game master is the best way to go because that gives the enhanced experience that you want to give your customers. Now, this is another team on the right, which is actually from Australia, Singapore, and India together. So they've had a great time, intense, hard, but fun, great facilitation. So that's some of our reviews for virtual escape room. This is our physical escape room. Amazing place with excellent sanitization, which we actually really focus on our sanitization of our physical escape rooms. Puzzles were very interesting and we had fun playing Quest for the Incredible Stones. A very good place to visit with friends to have fun. Staff is extremely friendly and will make sure you feel welcome. This is where we really invest into our staff to make sure they give the best experience to the customers. So as an ideal franchise profile, as I said to you, if you have a prime space in a good place, then physical escape room is the best way to go. You will be making money from day one. You will be looking for energetic people. Me and Sandhya ourselves are very energetic. We look for energetic people who likes thrill and adventure, and we will give that in our escape rooms. If you've got recreational management background, physical education, you're also good. Open-minded and creative professionals. We are creatives. We would like to collaborate with people that are creatives and bring this brand to an international standard. Investors already operating an entertainment center or gaming zone, you can attach these escape rooms to your center to give you additional revenue. Why partner with us? I said to you that we have a concept which is very popular in the Western world and really upcoming in India now. And it's very popular. We have innovative and interesting game themes, more than 70. We are very passionate and we are very professional in our management team. Very low to moderate investment and very attractive returns. We have obviously multiple revenue sources, our escape room, physical escape rooms, which also have virtual live streaming, virtual escape rooms, can add a cafe in it, corporate events, which gives you a very high amount of return in a short amount of time. We will provide a comprehensive setup, training, operational support to our franchise partners. As a part of support, I will go with the first physical escape room. With the physical escape room, We will help you with the location if you don't have a location to set it up based on our experience. We will develop the whole game for you. We will construct the whole thing for you, add all the puzzles in there, integrate everything in it, and hand over the facility you constructed. If you want to be involved in that process, you're more than welcome to as well. We will provide training for all your staff. We will, from A to Z, for physical escape rooms, virtual escape rooms, live streaming. For virtual escape rooms, you don't need a center, so we will still provide the training virtually to all your game masters. We have a full operational manual for physical, live streaming, virtual, everything. We will do the marketing for you. You can do local marketing if you wish, but if you want us to do the full marketing, we can do that. We will do advertising and promotion in large events. We will give various miscellaneous support. So we'll give a full comprehensive support to our franchise partners. This is some of the financials that we have for virtual escape room. I said 3 games. You can do one, which will lower down your investment, but it will increase your payback period, as I said. So these are some of the numbers: investments, design fee, franchise fee, ROI, very attractive for virtual, and less than a year of payback period. The more escape rooms you buy, the payback period reduces. Physical escape rooms is also another one where you don't have the cafe. There's one option available there as well. And you can add a cafe model if you want. If you want to go through the breakups of these, we are willing to go through it on a one-on-one basis. We have some brief breakup over here of each of these models, and we can go through it in one-on-one basis with you. And any questions and answers? Thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time to listening to me.
Thank you very much. Thanks for a lovely presentation. And so I think let's start with and apologies for me joining a little late because I was, coming from somewhere and had a little bit of stuck with the traffic because of the field at Delhi. So just to stay on the first discussion, because a very important part of it and the whole escape room industry really evolved a lot of last 4 or 5 years. And it started with some portion in Asia and London and US and a couple of other places. And we've seen all the different formats. We've seen very large formats of escape rooms being done, smaller formats. So a lot of people have invested into this because and most of the people who invested into that were actually users who went to one place, saw something very interesting and said, look, let me take it to another market, right? So that's how the industry evolves initially. Where do you see the industry is today? I mean, has it come out of infancy and it is reached down to a point where it's a very sustainable business model now? While I think a lot of people would like to know why this industry and where is this industry. Second, I think what is the next 4, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years telling you this industry would go to? What are the changes you would see and how it would evolve and become a very strong category going forward?
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav. So yes, as I said to you, the escape room industry has boomed since 2011, since it started in Europe. It's got various, I'll give you an example. In US, you've got more than 3,000 escape rooms, and it's still growing. The reason why it's growing is because you've got various different concepts. Everyone is always bringing out one notch higher, more immersive escape rooms, and people are getting more different things to do in escape rooms, right? So the scope is a lot more in India itself because you've got less than 100 escape rooms in India comparatively to US and UK. So it can be grown very much. Yes, you have large centers with, I don't know if you know, in US, there is an escape hotel with 50 escape rooms, right? They are doing very well. Nowadays, the reason why escape rooms are doing well is a lot of Hollywood is going into it. You've got escape room films coming out of it. You've got another second version coming out very soon as well of escape room film. A lot of Hollywood actors are actually investing into escape rooms. So the scope is immense. Now, what I see in 4 or 5 years is going to grow even more because actually what's happened is you can say that the pandemic has made the escape room industry stronger rather than weaker. because we've learned how to adapt to the environment on a virtual basis. The best way, because before you can say, I've got 1 crore people in Hyderabad. I will only market my escape rooms to these 1 crore people. But now I've got 1.3 crore people in India. Fair enough, not everyone will play, but there's, I don't know, I think there's a lot more people all over the world as well. So I can market my physical escape rooms all over the world. Got customers all over the world right now for my physical and virtual escape rooms. So I see an immense growth when your revenue is 15 lakh before the lockdown for physical escape rooms, now will be 30, 40 lakh because of the virtual escape room added to that concept and virtual live streaming concept added to it, because you're going to pack up your slots much faster from all over the world. And you can actually have a 24-hour slot if required, where you can accommodate for US times.
Very, very interesting. And this would open up a big market because it's now integrated on a physical and a digital infrastructure, and which creates much bigger opportunities going forward. So another thing which is very important for any industry like this is freshness of ideas. You know, people get fatigued, and then you want to see new games, and you want to see new creativity in that, and we've seen that changing. So which would mean fresh investment from both you as a company and also for a franchisee.
Yeah.
How do we define that? What is the cycle of that investment, and is it provisioned in your financials you have really shared?
Yeah.
And because sometimes franchisees don't like later, that they feel that why should I invest now, because I invested in the first cycle. And any comments on that?
Yes, yeah, that's a good question. I get asked that question. If I've played one of your escape rooms, then what happens? What we do is in terms of international standards and from various research that's been done by various escape room companies in US, an escape room life cycle is there. One escape room can handle a life cycle of 6 to 7 years, depending on the city's demographic. For a city of 1 crore population, for example, right? So what we do is we make our own designs. And the way we design our escape room is that if, for example, in 6, 7 years down the line, you want to remodel that and relaunch that escape room, it's very easily done with very less investment. The initial investment, yes, it will be the construction and everything. It will be like 10% more to refurbish that in 7 years time. But you would have already done your payback period. You would have made loads of profit. And after 7 years, you can remodel that escape room in a new concept and relaunch it to your existing customers and make that revenue even more. With virtual escape rooms as well, like for Curse of the Ancient Tomb, I have one. We've got 3 different models of Curse of the Ancient Tomb. So if one, you can reinvent that with even less investment again.
Very interesting. So that's a good. And what would be the investment you would like to highlight? If say I want to move from one to another, what kind of investment would go again?
So for example, a normal when you first start an escape room, one escape room could cost you around 6 lakh, a physical escape room. We design it in such a way that when you want to remodel it after 7 years, it will be less than 1 lakh cost. And you remodel it in a different format.
Okay, so it's not too high. It's about a lakh of rupees to really refresh the structure and so on and so forth. Exactly. Now let's do the business model, and I would like to, because your financial are showing that the 13 lakh rupee model actually is more attractive, makes more money, faster money, and so on and so forth. So logically, people would like to go with the first one, not the second and third one, because one, I'm investing less and I'm getting more return. So why should I put more money? Rather, you can do multiples of these first ones, rather than doing the second and the third. So I would like to stick more on the first one, because that looks like opportunity of the hour kind of a situation. So in the 13 lakh rupees, so I have 3 questions in that. One question is, which are the ideal markets where we would like to take, right? Second is, where is the what kind of revenues, and you can also split that into a quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And third, what would you advise somebody who starts an escape room? Say I started in Rajkot. It's a tier 2, 3 city, but no competition. I'm the only one, and I start this opportunity. How do I do it so that I get my returns faster? And I can tell you, and this is for audience, as rightly pointed out by Jay, because the penetration in India for escape room is very less, and that also is very few cities more. You have seen the best penetration in Bangalore. Bangalore has almost out of the 100, about 30% of them. And then you have a little bit in Pune, Hyderabad, a few in Delhi, very few actually. And the smaller cities don't have it. They don't have it at all, these escape rooms. I don't know, it looked like in India more Bangalore, Hyderabad phenomena, because it just came there, and it was early adopters were these tech people and IT people who really started using that. But the opportunity is wide open. It's wide open to go to at least 150 to 200 top cities of India, which means that there is an opportunity for each one of you to own one escape room in your city, which is exclusive, right? Nobody else is going to be there, not only by the company, but also competition would not be there. So these are three questions which I would like you to answer. Anybody of you can answer.
Sure. So the escape rooms, the model that we want to focus on is the 13 lakh one, which is a virtual escape room concept. Now that the scope, which markets we want to penetrate, basically with virtual concept, we know that corporates are really going for escape room because they want their team to be together right now. They're all in different parts of the world, and we've hosted thousands of people from each corporate company where the scope is immense. The revenue for virtual can hit 10 to 15 lakh a month because you're marketing all over the world. And corporates, international level, then once they see a brief of it from one client, for example, Genpack, we started off with 8 employees. Now we've gone to 1,000, and now we're going to 15,000 all over India, right? We're now penetrating Amazon. We're penetrating, we've already gone through EPAM, 1,000 employees. Another scope that we actually didn't even realize when we were having physical escape rooms for the virtual escape room is social clubs. Social clubs wanted to keep in touch with all their members in this lockdown, in this time when everyone is at home, and still entertain them. So we've hosted in one day 300 participants from one social club. So you asked a question about being in Rajkot. You take on a virtual escape room, you're just not in Rajkot, you're all over the world. And we marketing campaigns are for all over the world. And,
Virtual, I understand that you're going all over the world. You can,
yeah.
From a client acquisition viewpoint, I was more coming from there.
For Rajkot.
Or any place, because
yeah. Yeah, so it's basically, if you're in a small place, you can still operate this from anywhere, right? Be it physical or virtual. Now we have that virtual concept that it's immense scope anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Sure. And what kind of revenues you see, which would be ideal for a quarter-to-quarter basis?
So every month you can crack on to 10 to 15 lakh with virtual escape room. If you have 3, that's when you get to your peak capacity.
10 to 15 lakh rupees per month?
Yes, per month.
Oh, okay.
Because you can offer 24-hour slots. And the biggest thing is about when the way we operate the large events is each game, you can only hold 10 people. But when I have 3 game masters or 5 game masters, when I can hold 50 people. They all come into a main Zoom, and then we do breakout rooms where the 5 game masters go into different breakout rooms and play the virtual escape room with the 10 participants. So in one session, you're actually accommodating to 50 people. And we've actually done with Genpack 100 people. So essentially in 1 hour, you're making that revenue for 100 people.
Oh, okay, that's very helpful. So actually we would have done a demo of virtual.
We're always welcome to.
And so now, Gagan, who's our partner, is asking a question that is So technically, you don't need any physical space for virtual.
No, you don't need any physical space. We have all remote game masters from home. You just need to make sure they have a good Wi-Fi and a laptop, which is your initial investment. After that, they don't need any physical space. You can work remotely.
That's good. That's a good answer. So it's a very interesting space where you can own a virtual escape room and run a business which can potentially become, in the first year itself, as you said, 6-7 months, you're really able to break even if you don't really hit start on 100% capacity level. You still work on a 30, 40, 50% capacity level. Still, you will break even in that manner. So it's a very interesting opportunity. It's an interesting opportunity and a first mover advantage, because not many people have done so. Is there a big transition happening from the physical escape room companies now focusing on that, or you see that you have taken a leadership in that?
We feel that we have, because not many companies are expanding in virtual, and because our added benefit is we've got more than 70 different designs. So we can, if I've got a pool of 12,000 customers that's already played all my 4 games, and if a new partner comes in that's buys 6 games, they've already got that, and my customers are already waiting to bring out new games. So they've got that pool already started. So they will make that in much less than that time.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So I'd like to invite Sonia for the next few questions, and also understanding the target groups and a little bit on the marketing side. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you so much, Chair. Very interesting presentation that you gave. And I also feel, I think globally it's a big industry, and we have seen how location-based entertainment are showing signs of, I would say, eventually they're promising big on the global landscape and giving big contribution also to the creative economy. And the few elements which I feel, I think personalization you did talk about is very important element, and people are today willing to pay more for experiences than they're doing for products. And it is very important to give them right experience, which also requires a deep understanding of the customer needs, personalized content or experience, like we said, based on their moods and behaviors. So is there any kind of data analytic which you're doing, because you talked about custom made designs also that you do for clients. So is there any kind of analytic which the company is doing, and is that intelligence passed on to the franchisee as well?
Yes, we analyze. Actually, what we do is when we have a group of players that's played all our games, and they said, when are you bringing out new games? The first question we ask is, what type of games do you like that you want to bring out? So we have a database where from our 12,000 customers, as I said, what they would like to be bring out. So we get a lot of questions like murder mystery. There's another one, which is obviously Avengers is another one, but we have a physical one, but that can be another one. There's so big films that come out in Hollywood or even Bollywood. That can be even put in. Another one, we had inquiries of, they want to give a culture. So you say, for example, you want to get people to learn about a culture of a state, call it Telangana, for example. We can make a game that can give education of culture of a state. So that is where Indian market is focusing on entertainment. Indian market has actually banned PUBG. So we also attract a lot of PUBG customers where they want entertainment being at home. So that's a huge market that we are tapping into right now.
Great. Jed, since we all understand this industry is very dynamic, it takes a constant upgradation of equipment and content. And now when we talk about online, you still have that edge, especially with the cost advantage. And you said it takes almost about 6 years before maybe a certain theme or a design becomes obsolete or saturated. How does it work out for online? Do you upgrade these designs more often, or this also has a life cycle of 6 odd years, because it's comparatively easy to change online versions?
Yes, very easy to change online versions. However, the 6-7 years is actually expanded because your population that you're targeting is much higher, or when you're targeting all over the world. So 6 to 7 years can become 10 years. But in the matter of when we bought our Curse of the Ancient Tomb, which was in May, we've got 3 different concepts of Curse of the Ancient Tomb. So we can very easily bring different game puzzles inside a virtual concept.
Okay. Now, coming on, we did talk about the kind of investment it is needed. When we talk about the operating expenses, would you want to elaborate on both these models? Typically, how much is the expense for operating virtual and how much would it be for a physical one? And also the difference in terms of the fee, because online, I'm assuming, would comparatively be a low ticket fee structure, and offline obviously would be high on that structure. And
Yeah.
if you could also give comparative of the margins between the two. So if I'm saying there's 100 rupee for online and say 150 for an offline, if I'm what typically would be the margins in the business between these two formats?
So for the virtuals, I guess you're right in saying that ticket size is much lower. But with virtual, the operating cost is very less because you only need to pay the salaries of game masters. Additionally, you don't even need to have your game masters on your payroll. Actually, you can get hourly based game masters. For what we do is we get hourly based game masters, which can help us with large events when we want to run 10 different games at the same time. And that will reduce your operating costs much more. And your margin is much higher because you don't have rental. You only need to have the initial investment of giving laptops and internet, and that's it. And you don't have any other expenses apart from that for virtual. Your margin is much higher because there's no operational cost on it.
What is a typical fee one would charge for online, and what is the fee for an offline game?
So I would right now we are at 300 rupees per person on a virtual, comparatively to physical, which is much higher. With physical, it depends on groups of 2, 3, 4. So 2 people, if it's in a group, it'll be 1,000 rupees per person. 3 people would be 900 rupees per person. 4 people or more would be 800 rupees per person. So on average, you can say 700 rupees per person for physical, 300 to 200 rupees per person on virtual. With physical, obviously, your operational costs are a little bit higher because of the rentals. You want to have wear and tear of the rooms, but you recover that much faster because of the increase in ticket price.
And how much would typically a game master cost? You said you need not retain them for the entire month. They can be paced out of their homes, remote working, and they can be paid per game or on demand. So typically, what becomes the cost of these game masters?
Game
If you
masters are very minimal, 10 to 15,000 as an salary a month. And if you want to get an hourly base, 150 rupees per hour, where you have an event of one and a half hour, for example, you need to just pay them hourly. At the end of the month, you pay the amount that they've inputted for those events.
Another important question, because when it is a physical outlet, people actually visit, and most of these spots are where people would go. These are public places. But when it comes to a virtual game, what is the strategy when we talk about marketing, and how does a franchisee actually reach out to the target audience? What all he needs to do, because he needs to tell that I'm available. So what kind of activities are to be done? Is there any kind of promotion which you also work or maybe invest along with the franchisee? And since virtual is all across, it is very inclusive. It can have people from across geographies to come and play together. And also on your own platform, I'm sure a lot of leads are getting generated for people who are desirous of playing. So how that help in terms of marketing is given to a franchisee, one. And second, is there also some kind of support which you give in terms of lead generation? Maybe, the groups you talked about, certain corporates, and these are corporates which exist in top cities like Bombay, Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, all these locations. So is there any kind of relationship benefit which is passed on to the franchisee as well?
Yes, definitely. For virtual, the marketing, it's all about marketing as well in virtual, where we market right areas in the right part of India and the world as well. So we provide full support in marketing. We have all the data of our previous customers, which literally can be handed over to the new franchise. 12,000 data, 12,000 names and contacts can be handed over because our previous customers are waiting for new games. And we can market to them. They can get revenue from day one, right? So that's where they've got that benefit of, we've got that pool. And even our corporate clients, Genpack have said, just let us know when you are bringing out new games and they're ready, because they are all these corporate companies wants to do new things. They're tired of doing Antakshari virtually and they want to do something different. They want to get the teams together to use their brains and actually have fun at the same time as well. So that's where the added benefit is, and we can pass on all these contacts. Even when we are, for example, when we are hosting the potential 15,000 employees of Genpack, and they want, I've got 3 games right now under my umbrella, but then if a franchisee takes 3 games and they want to do those 3 games, we can integrate that into the same event.
Okay, I'll take some questions from the audience. Well, I've covered some already. We have Mr. Ashutosh Sharan. He wants to know, how does the company define the territory of each franchise in case of a virtual platform? Uh, so maybe even if we talk about Hyderabad, and if you think there is a certain population who is playing or our target audience, is there some kind of mathematics which has been done in terms of, how many people would it take to accommodate the target audience, or we have as many people coming and providing these services
And
in a
normally
given
our
territory?
conversion rates have been very high with virtual. Our conversion rates have been around half, 60% based on the leads that we operate on our marketing strategy. So it's been very high all over India. We've actually targeted most biggest cities and actually targeted all India once. And we've had places from, we've had people from small villages dialing in for a game as well. And essentially a lot of people in India, have families in different parts of the world, in US, UK, Europe, that they all come together and play it. So actually that gives you marketing in itself from one group that you've marketed in India, that gives you an international level marketing in terms of organic way.
Mm. And how about the payments? I saw one of the inquiries. I'm kind of missing that. How are the payments made on that platform? Is it through the main website, or there's a microsite which is created for the franchisee? How are these payments, and are these payments get transferred to you on the platform, and then these are remitted to the franchisee on a monthly basis? One, and is there any kind of royalty also which is charged? Because I didn't see, or maybe I missed maybe a mention of that in the model.
The royalty is normally 15% that we charge on the revenue, and payments are done all online, and we can work with the franchise partner to have a dedicated version to them or through us. We are very open for that.
Okay, great. I think we've. I'd like to take some questions which can be maybe, for example, we have Mr. Aditya Khedawat. He wants to go ahead and he wants to know the process further, and I can request that we get him on a call with you 1-to-1, and anybody else, friends, if you're keen to discuss at length and the model that you wish to take. I will request if we can have your applications or your interest coming to us.
I would have a suggestion that why don't we do a demo?
Yeah.
So
We can book.
I would say as a special invitation, you don't have to pay. You can come for a demo and take a structure, because you will understand. A lot of people would not understand what we're talking about because they have not experienced the escape room. They don't know how to do that. It's very good. So use a business hotline number, book yourself for a demo. And just do the demo. It might be, if you don't like an opportunity, it still would be a great entertainment which comes free to you. And let's do it on this Saturday or Sunday, whatever date is available with you. Come for a demo, and we'll drive this entire thing. Our marketing team would also drive across board and bring people for demo. Once they see the experience, and I've done it myself, I've gone to escape room. It's out of the world experience. Once you do that, this is where your belongingness starts. And this is how this industry is really spread. Nobody's really gone out and put advertisements everywhere. It's just people talk to each other and say, well, yesterday I was in escape room. I did that. It was great fun. And that's how it starts moving in. This is how this industry has been built. So if you want to really understand this, come for a demo. And then once you understand that, a lot of people like it, and you can make a lot of money on this.
That's a pretty good idea, yes.
So we are inviting interest for people. Just go out and business hotline number, which we will put it, book yourself for a demo, and we take it. Which date is good for you between Saturday and Sunday, which is coming in?
Saturday would be fine.
Saturday?
Saturday would be fine, yeah.
Let's do Saturday. Saturday, we will like to have a demo, and I will also request our franchise consultants all over India, which are placed. We are independent franchise consultants. They also should be part of it. They also understand, see through, and then it becomes an interesting opportunity.
Yes, yeah, perfect.
That's and great. If you have not tried a escape room, you should be also part of the demo.
Yes, exactly. It's the best way to actually learn what an escape room is. Once you've done it, then you will know.
Yeah, Sonia, Archana, everybody, the entire
We should all be in the escape room this weekend. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Sandhya and Sufyan, for coming today. And before we leave, any last message or word that you want to give to all the viewers who are listening to you?
No, thank you for hearing us out. Just my last message is, as I already said, we make sure that every single one of our customers has a great time. And with the franchise partners, we will offer support from A to Z with everything. And I agree with Mr. Gaurav, is you have to see it to believe it. So I suggest you play it, and then you will know the experience, and we guarantee a good time.
absolutely play it out and then make other people play. That's how we pass the whole industry, right?
Exactly. Great.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time today, and really appreciate you making effort to present to our audience. And we look forward to working with you closely to build the brand and build the virtual escape room story. So over to you, Archana, for your final thanks and thank you note.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Sandhya. Thank you so much, Sufyan, for joining in today. It was great interacting with you. Our best wishes to each one of you. Thank you so much, our panel member. We would like to thank our dear participants who have joined us today and have understood the entire model. You can connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. That's the number. If you want any kind of the document from our side, we would be happy to help each and every participants. Please do connect with us at our different social handles, information on your screen. We invite suggestions, feedback on the same business hotline number, because as a team, we would really want to improve our processes. If there are any gaps, we'll definitely improve. You can also go and rewatch all the previously done webinar brands information at the Facebook page of Franchiseindia Brands Limited. Go under video section and you can watch the entire episode on the brand to get more information. You can connect with management team of Franchiseindia at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information on your screen. And under business opportunity over chai webinar series, we are inviting to each one of you to attend our 181st episode, where we are presenting brand from North India. Eurocan is the brand we are representing tomorrow. It's North India's leading education and immigration consulting brand. They have legacy of 12 years in market. So please do not miss this chance. Join us tomorrow sharp 12 p.m. to understand the entire franchise model of this particular brand. At the same business hotline number, you'll get a registration link. We shall request everyone to do registration today, so that sharp 12 p.m. tomorrow you can join us. From our side, it's goodbye as of now. Please do take good care of your health. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you so much, Jay. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Sandhya.
Thank you, Preeti.
Bye, Sufyan. Bye.
Send a WhatsApp on for booking a slot on Saturday.
Sounds good. Thank you. Look forward to it.
Thank you.